Confusion in the market when news broke out that several banks refused transactions from Libya, Sudan, Qatar and Syria.
What we know is that many businessmen related to the Brotherhood receive money from these countries for the outlawed group. It looks like a business transaction, but it's actually funding for terrorist acts, and the government is trying to crack down on the source of funding.
Of the four countries, Sudan and Libya are the largest importers of Egyptian products at $1 billion each, mainly in livestock and agricultural products. But this decision could also affect millions of Egyptian workers in these countries who send remittance back to their families.
My brother works in Libya. We haven't faced this problem yet, but if it happens, it will be a catastrophe because we are poor and live off the money that he sends us.
Remittance estimated at about $2.5 billion. Now the confusion arose when the deputy governor of the central bank denied these reports. He confirmed that the central bank did not order any bank to suspend transactions with any country. Most analysts say such orders by the central bank are usually verbal, not written. While some believe it's a political issue, others see it as purely business.
This happened with certain companies, not in all the four countries. Where there is suspicion that a client has previously embarked on money laundering or illegal political funding, his transactions are put on hold. This is routine and relates to individuals not meant to target governments.
Contradicting reports, but one thing is for sure, the political instability continues to have its toll on the economy. Yasser Hakim for CCTV, Cairo.
To elaborate now on the situation in Egypt, we're now joined by Yasser Hakim, who's live for us in Cairo. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yasser, Sudan says that there have been issues with money transfers between themselves and Egypt for a while now, and that the halt doesn't actually come as a surprise. But is it official? Because the government is denying that, and there's no official communication from the central bank as of yet.
The latest that came out of the central bank, that was a couple of days ago, denied all reports of any cutoff or suspension of trade. What the government has said is that trade is going on normally. The issue is concerning just a number of traders and its individual situation, not concerning the overall trade between both countries. Those traders are in the chemicals industry, chemical sector, which requires around $100 million of Egyptian exports to Sudan. But right now we're on an extended holiday for banks, the weekend followed by the Easter break. So no real results will be shown except when trade resumes next week. But for now, I even spoke to one of the traders and he said he had no problems so far. Whether he will face these problems afterwards, after the break, remains to be seen. But for now, it's officially still ongoing trade between both countries.
Workers' unions want to have their demands met immediately despite the agreement signed last month. Is Egypt now looking at a labor strike?
So far, it's a minority of the laborers who are threatening to strike. The majority who sparked the deal, who signed the deal with the government for a year of no strikes, continue to abide by it. The ones who are threatening to strike are calling for three demands. One of them is the minimum wage, adopt the minimum wage, and also unemployment allowances and bonuses. The government have promised to gradually adhere to these demands, and they are waiting for a timetable. The government said it will put a timetable to attend to these demands, and they are awaiting this and threatening if they don't get the timetable soon, they will strike and they will get others to strike with them from the parties that have signed the deal with the government.
All right, thank you for that. That's Yasser Hakim joining us live from Cairo.